that paycheck mentality to economic awareness, to financial opportunity. All right. And this isn't about, oh, I'm just going to shift myself into an entrepreneur, or I'm going to automatically go out and charge money for things. But it's very hard to go from a person who collects a paycheck and that's how they get their money and that's what they depend on, to not knowing how you're going to get your money if you end up out of a job. All right. And I want to kind of give you some structure and some tools around it, because you hear people say the same kind of things all the time. But I want you to shift your thinking into starting to see the opportunities that are in front of you. Now, yes, everybody's going to say, what do you do? What do people come to you for? What service can you provide? And you've done some of these exercises already with shift 1 and 3, like figuring out your value, figuring out the transformations that you can give and all of that. Okay. So when you're talking about how to monetize or look at opportunities as money-making opportunities, because everybody's out here talking about it, whatever it is they sell, whatever they do to make money on the internet, all of the things. Sometimes it's hard to roll that back and do that for yourself, because it's so clear to see it for everybody else, but it's hard to see it for yourself. I'm living proof. Okay. I still struggle with this one. Okay. But I'll give you an example. I had done some work for somebody. I had done a website for them. I really didn't even do the full website. They had been dealing with a contractor, and this is somebody I know, a newer friend, and they could not get it done. They were tired of the language barrier, the delays, all the things that they were trying to get done. It just wasn't happening. So I just came in and finished it for her. And the way that I approached the project with detail and authority and expertise in what I did, she knew I was about my business. So we're on the phone the other day and we're talking about her website, her company's website. And she said her company's website, these are her words, looked like shit, and it was terrible, and it just really needed some work. But she went on to say that this company was working, they use ADT. We all know what ADT is. It's like the logo that you see on your paychecks when you get a paycheck from your employer. And they use ADT. That's the only software system that they're committed to. Everything was a mess. Employees didn't have ways to connect with other people within the organization. They had no intranet. They just had no system. I'm like, ding, ding, ding. I was like, girl, you know that's my jam. You know that's what I do. And, we talked about it lightly. She's already brought it to her superiors, and we're trying to set up a discovery, a meeting, because I saw the opportunity when she was talking, and I used that opportunity to talk to her more about it. And that's the simplicity of what it is that you can do when you're talking about whatever it is you have to offer. This can happen if somebody's talking about positions at the company that they work at, and maybe you want another position. This can happen if somebody's talking about some work they need to be done. They might say something. Don't shrink back from that. Use it as an opportunity to tell somebody what you can do. Again, self-promotion has not always been my strong suit, but I'm telling you, being able to talk about what it is you do, you need to shift your mindset from paycheck mentality to economic awareness, to understanding there's opportunities all around you that you can take advantage of. Let people know what you're doing. Don't be so secretive about it. I mean, be careful, if you're working a job or you still are employed by somebody, but it's real hard to go from employee to employer or entrepreneur mindset. But if you seize little opportunities, or you see opportunities just by having casual conversations with people, this really helps give you practice on how to talk about what it is you do. You start to become more comfortable in discussing what it is you can offer, the service that you can provide. It's not such a pressure situation. You're not just going in there and trying to present, this is what I do, or this is a product that I offer. So start to look at opportunities. I used to give opportunities away. People would say they needed something, and I would be like, oh, let me think of who could do that. And I could do it. When I was starting my business with my one of my clients, they needed some voiceover work, and they needed to voice an entire 12-hour e-course. And I'm like, okay, I was helping them because I was building the e-course on the website and all this kind of stuff. And I'm helping them research because they don't know how to research it. And we're looking for voice artists, and it was expensive. This was several years ago, but we're looking at, $20,000, $25,000 to do all of this work, to record, edit the voice, to get clean audio, to read, 12 plus hours of curriculum. And finally, I said, well, I used to be on NPR radio in college for 4 years. I can do this for you. And it was something that I had always wanted to do. And it was literally that simple. So you know what I did? I I bought a microphone. Actually, this microphone back here. I don't know if you see it, my Blue Yeti. You can see it. There you go. I bought my Blue Yeti microphone. I bought foam. I was in this little apartment in LA. I bought the foam to go on the walls. I used a spray adhesive. I foamed up the little coat closet. I put a shelf in there that I think I got it from, I don't know. I don't think it was from IKEA, but I put a shelf in there, and I had these little countertop chairs that I used to sit at my desk at. And I cleaned that closet out. I scooted everything in there. I put a shelf in there for my computer, and my microphone was in there. And I recorded that e-course for them. I recorded audio for them. I took advantage of the opportunity because I just wasted time helping them find talent. And I ended up being able to do it and make a pretty good amount of money doing it for them. So you have to be able to seize opportunities and start with people that know you, and that will give you that opportunity. Don't think, oh, I'm going to go to, Coca-Cola and present my idea, or, whatever it is. Start small. Start with people who already recognize that you're good. You could do it. They see something in you. They know you. It just makes it a lot easier to broach the subject. Okay. I say all that. I've got one more shift